friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm going to start a Halloween crochet series. The first one on the list is this little pumpkin that can be used by itself for the bounty. Okay, let's see what we need. For this project, I have used an acrylic double knit, but you can use any type of yarn you want as long as you use a suitable crochet size. I have used the 4mm crochet hook. Again, if you're changing the yarn, use a different hook size that matches your yarn. I need some scissors as well, a tapestry needle, and in order to sew in some eyes, we'll need some kind of dark yarn. I have some brown here, and I'm going to use this for the leaves as well. That's all we need. Now let's get started and see how it goes. We'll begin our project by making a slip knot. Now chain 4. Now insert your hook into the first chain, yarn over and pull up a loop to close the ring. Now chain 1, and we are going to yarn over and crochet 10 double crochets. Remember, we are using US terminology. 2, 3, 4, and so on until we have 10 double crochets. We will not count the chain 1 from the beginning of the round. Once I'm done, I will quickly count them to see if I have the correct number of stitches. Now we're ready to close our round. Go into the first double crochet, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops, and now our first round is done. To begin our second round, chain 1, and into the same stitch make a double crochet. Now work another double crochet in the same stitch. We have 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Now move on to the next stitch and work 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Move on to the next stitch and work 2 double crochets in the same stitch. We have 1, 2, 3 stitches with 2 double crochets. Do the same for all round. It's time to close the round. Go into the first double crochet of the round, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops, and the round is closed. Now to begin the third round, we're gonna chain 1, and now we're going to work 1/2 double crochet in the same stitch. Now into the next stitch, we are going to work 2 double crochets. 1 and the second. We have 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Into the next stitch, we are going to work 1 double crochet. Into the next we are going to work 2 double crochets. Now, as you probably guessed, we are going to work 1 double crochet in the next stitch. At this point we have to repeat this pattern 2 more times. In the next 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet in the next, I'm doing a quick count. Now 2 double crochets in the next, followed by 1 double crochet in the next. Once we finished our 4 identical sets, now we reach the middle of our pumpkin and we'll work a slightly different pattern here. We go into the next one and work a half double crochet. Now go back into the same stitch and slip stitch. Alright, now for the second half of the pumpkin we'll have to mirror the first half, which means we'll start with our first set of double crochets. In the next stitch work 2 double crochets. Into the next stitch work 1 double crochet only. Into the next work 2 double crochets. Now work 1 double crochet in the next. Work these sets 2 more times and I'll meet you at the end. After we finished our 4 sets, we've got 1 stitch left. We are going to crochet a half double crochet into that stitch. Now into the same stitch we are going to slip stitch, and now we are going to slip stitch into the fake stitch that we've got at the beginning of the round. And this is the moment I realize I have to switch my yarn. So now take your brown yarn and make a slip stitch into that fake stitch. Now that's done. Let's tighten the yarn a bit, and then we are going to chain 10. At this point we are working our chain for hanging. If you want to skip this part, you can skip it, absolutely, it's up to you. After the chain is done, I'm going to tighten the yarn, and I will probably just tie it up a bit so I can get more security. Now go back into the stitch at the base and slip stitch so we can secure. Now this is done, it's secure, and this is how it looks like. It's a little hanging chain. Now we are going to start our leaf. Chain 6, now turn the chain slightly to the side so we can work into these stitches. Start with a slip knot into the first stitch, into the first chain. Now a single crochet into the second one, a half double crochet into the next, a single crochet into the next, and a slip stitch into the last. Now slip stitch into the base of the pumpkin. Turn the pumpkin around so we can work the second half of the leaf. Start with a slip knot in the first. This is a little bit harder to see. Now work a single crochet into the next chain. Work a half double crochet into the next. Oops, I was going to do a single, but I have to do a half double crochet. Now work a single crochet into the next. And a slip stitch into the last. Okay, so our leaf is now completed. We will have to yarn over, pull through, and we'll cut yarn. Now that the leaf is closed, we are going to take out our hook, and this is all. This is the main body of our pumpkin. Now we'll have to weave in all these ends, and that's about all. If you have watched any of my other videos, you probably know by now how to weave in your ends. We will cut off the yarn or orange yarn because I forgot to cut it off in the first place. Now we are using our tapestry needle, and I will only show you one of them because all the others are quite the same. The process is identical for all of them. We are going to sew in around and try to secure as much as possible our end. You can go back and forth into a few directions. There isn't actually a precise process to do that, but you can do the best you can. Okay, that's all. So you'll do the same for all the others, and I'll meet you at the end so we can sew in the eyes. See you soon! This is how our little pumpkin looks so far. It's pretty cute, I would say. I have already inserted my yarn into the tapestry needle. You only need about 20 centimeters, I would say, no more than that. So before you start sewing the eyes, you have to make sure you locate the actual position of the eyes so they can look aesthetically pleasing. Now we are going to insert our needle and sew into the same place a few times until we can see like a round shape taking place. Approximately. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to look like an eye. I hope it makes sense. So you can see I'm just trying to think where I can sew in best so it looks like a round shape of an eye. Once you're happy with how it looks like, you can turn over your pumpkin and cut off the yarn. Okay, one is done. We will do the same process for the second one, and voila, our pumpkin is done. It looks pretty nice. It has two beautiful eyes, I would say, more or less. It's pretty though. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe and follow for more. See you next time.